we're sitting here in the office of Miss Sarah, and we have several people that are going to answer some questions for us. This is Miss Kat. Introduce yourself.
I'm Kat.
Kat.
Oh, I'm Brady.
I'm Natalie.
I'm Nisha.
I'm that kid. I'm just playing. I'm Aiden.
I'm Jew.
Okay. So today, Kat, you take it. Go for it.
So we're going to talk about insecurities today. So when I say insecurity, what's the first thing that pops in your head?
I don't like this interview. I'm insecure about this interview.
Okay.
Something you don't like showing.
Okay, that's good.
I think
Nisha.
about social media.
Social media?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's fair.
What do you think, Natalie?
She said she was insecure.
This
about
interview.
Interview. What about you, Jew?
What are we talking about?
Insecure.
What's that?
You tell me. What is insecurity? What's the first
Do you
thing
know what the
that
word
comes
means?
No.
All right, somebody tell them what the word means.
Yeah, somebody tell me.
It's like something that you don't like about yourself, or like something that you are uncomfortable with.
Oh, like myself?
Yeah.
My life?
It can be your life, or it can be like your
Anything
body.
about you.
Maybe.
What?
I don't know.
I think that's Korean.
Maybe cigarette?
Okay. Okay.
I wrote nicotine, but that'd be shit.
Okay, anyway.
Okay.
So what are some things that you think teenagers are insecure about?
Not you, but everybody
Yeah,
else.
just
Brady, what do you
teenagers
think?
as a whole.
Well, to
Their
me,
body.
to be honest, I'm not insecure about nothing because I don't really care what nobody thinks. And I feel like that's the attitude you should get because you need to be yourself. Oh, yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Natalie Joe,
Um,
what do you think of other teenagers? Not necessarily you, but what
like
do you,
their bodies, or like their mindsets about things.
I got a good body, so I ain't even tripping about that.
Nisha.
Okay, for me, I think like it depends on what person. Some people like that. What I'm talks about social media. Like social media is have like it's powerful, and you can use it in like a good way or the bad way.
Right.
And some people they agree to do like what like idol do, and they're gonna follow them.
Right.
Like they or their goal or something like that. So it's depend on what their educations, or depend on like how parent like their parent teach them
Very
to
good.
be like a good person, or the person that gonna follow like another direction.
Right,
Right. I gotcha.
I feel
I was thinking, probably like what people think about them, honestly. Like what people think, you know.
Okay.
Not me, just anybody.
Yeah, just anybody in general. Jew. What do you think? Like kids in Korea, what do you think they struggle with the most?
cigarettes.
No, stop.
Maybe they don't have a time for taking their time. Oh my god.
Go
Someone's
ahead.
calling you.
Go ahead, it's fine. Keep on.
I guess because people's focus on only like studying something, but they need a time for like break and to play, do something like do sport, but they just working so hard like studying for the college or university.
Okay, so they get insecure and feel uncomfortable about themselves because they
Yes.
can't make the grades.
Yeah. That's why like almost teenager in Korea, they trying to kill themselves like suicide.
Because they're afraid they can't do stuff?
No, just like tired of their life, you know.
That's sad.
It's too like yeah.
Very sad.
Mhm.
Very sad. Okay.
Okay, so a lot of what you said was like what people think of your body image or your mindset or what people think of you. So why do you think teenagers care so much about?
Because they want to impress people and they always want to be in the most popular crowd and they trying to be in the clique group and they just want everyone to think that they're so cool and everything. But like to be honest, you need to just be yourself and love yourself for who you are.
Come on, Brady.
That's right.
At the right juice.
I feel like the whole thing runs around in circles. It's like everybody thinks everybody cares, but at the end of the day, everybody's just
Doesn't care.
nobody cares. Everybody just thinks everybody else cares.
Yeah.
Sort of like my saying, if it doesn't matter in 10 years, why are you worried about it?
Yeah.
You know,
I think they want to be accepted.
accepted. I
Yeah.
think that's
And-
big.
We have a bunch of followers.
I have a question.
Yeah, we do.
What are we talking about?
Insecurity.
Insecurity.
Again? The
We
same
have
thing.
same subject.
never-
Okay.
okay.
Okay. Go
No,
ahead.
we
Go
hadn't
ahead.
left from this.
Wait, what was the question though?
Hey, bro, y'all gotta listen.
We were
bro.
just saying that like personal appearance and mindsets are what people care about. So why is that?
Oh yeah, they probably just want they probably look up to somebody and try to be them when they should be themselves.
I mean, you can always have a role model though, someone you look up to.
But
Yeah,
a lot of people pick the wrong role model though.
If you see somebody that's like let's say like sports wise, if you see someone that's successful in life in sports, I feel like you could like strive to be like them, but also be like yourself. Like you don't want to be like somebody like, especially if you're like a brother or nothing. You want to be like yourself, not them. If you try and compare stuff. Yeah.
What do you think, G?
Like, should respect people, like every people.
Mm-hmm.
Respect them. Respect disabled, like handicapped, like respect.
Not make fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, say that.
So what do you think? What do you think is the biggest reason? What do you think the solution is for kids that are struggling with insecurities? What would be your advice to kids that struggle with being uncomfortable about themselves? That's easier said than done.
Like, why they hating themselves?
No, why would they not? What is your advice? What would you tell a young person that is worried about the way they look or the way they? What would you tell?
Just, I advise them do whatever you want, like, because people, no one knows whenever they're gonna die. You know, I can just like someone has like sniper and shot my head. I can just write down. I can just die right now.
Let me
He's
say
right,
something.
though.
I
He's
was-
right.
Let me say
Fell,
something.
right? Like fell down in the street.
Yeah,
And
you
some
never
like
know.
black people or white people, they don't hate like they hate Asian and just like kill me like that. So I can just like die. So people don't know when to die. So do whatever they want.
But I feel like at the same time, you just gotta get an attitude that you don't like care what people think about you. You just be yourself. And like another thing is what insecurity is, whatever we're talking about. Like another thing is a lot of people struggle with is like you want people in your life like you think that they really care about you or something. But it's really if someone don't want to put the time and effort into your life for you, them like I mean for you, then why should you put the time and effort for them in your life? So it's really just like whatever makes you happy, whatever you feel like comfortable with. So that's who you should be.
Well, I feel like at the end of the day, you should just
I'm so
remember that
smart.
everybody's either. Oh my God, Brady! At the end of the day, you should just remember that everybody's either in the same boat as you right now, or they have been before.
That's good.
It's not just you.
Do you have anything?
Okay, for me, like every person is different. You cannot be the same.
Right.
And I mean, you have to get your own way than like another person way. And I mean, like don't blame yourself when you do a mistake.
Yes.
Yeah,
Just
you have
move
to
on.
forgive yourself, and you have to believe.
Mhm.
Like believe in yourself. And I mean, you can believe in another thing, but you have to concern that it is the right way that
Mhm.
you believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then follow through with it. Very
Yeah.
good.
I would say just hang around people that also want to be successful. Don't hang out with losers, you know? Not in a mean way, like that if they're out partying, don't hang out with them. Be around successful people that want a success with you.
Okay. Good.
Okay. So Brady, going back to what you said about like sports figures that are role models for you, what would you say if I told you people looked up to you? How does that make you feel? Or does it make you feel anything?
Let's go. I don't know. When I play basketball, my like only reason I play basketball is to prove people wrong. It's the only reason I play basketball. And it's like that's the only reason I play basketball is to prove people wrong. That people that doubt you or people that say you can't do something or anything that somebody says you can't do, and just you strive hard, prove them wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Feels good.
yeah. Then you got people that like help you too, like your teammates and stuff. And then you know like always have like a top dog on a team that y'all can always look up to and try to like you know what I'm saying.
So would you say that you're an overcomer?
I don't even know what that word means.
That you're like trying to prove that you're something that people say
Oh,
you're
I've
not?
already proved something. Like I ain't even got to be honest. But like, yeah. At the same time, I like when I was growing up, yeah. Like I always wanted to prove people wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I'm telling you, you're an overcomer,
That's what that is, overcomer.
which is what the Bible says about everyone.
Mhm.
We are overcomers in Christ.
Cool.
So it all goes back to having our identity in the Lord.
Yep.
I have one more question.
Okay.
I want everybody to think about that one thing that you are so good at. One thing that you're so good at. What if that one thing was taken away and you didn't have that anymore? What would that do to your identity?
You can start with you.
Let me think about it. So Brady can go first.
Does anybody know? Anybody know?
I guess.
Okay, you
I
want to go
mean,
first?
I would have like a really hard time like in school, cause like I guess school's always come easy for me. So like if that was taken away from me, I would be pretty
Stressed out.
messed up. Yeah, stressed out.
Okay.
Oh, I got one. The best thing I'm good at is not being awkward. Like I can always start a conversation
really-
with
you really
anybody.
can.
Yeah.
And like it's just like anybody just like I can always start a conversation like you know like if Billy came in here right now he might say something weird because he's Billy, but I'm still gonna have a conversation with him even if I don't want to, but we all know how that's gonna go, but still yeah like
If you were put in a situation that you didn't feel comfortable about
I just
that.
I'm not awkward about nothing. Like I'm just comfortable with anything I do because I put myself in that position. I'm not gonna put myself in a position that I don't feel comfortable in. So
What if you get stuck in that position though?
then I get myself out of position. And
It would make you very uncomfortable, wouldn't it?
I don't think I've ever been uncomfortable since I've been over 15. And I'm like 17. So
For me, I think like it's about my attitude and
Mhm.
education
Okay,
that I feel like I don't want anyone to take away from me.
I gotcha.
Yeah. And I think that one is important because I feel like, I mean, education, like for the score, is not like, I mean, it's important, but it's not like the one, like all of your life because
Yeah.
your life is have more than education.
Right.
Like if you're not good at school, that doesn't mean like you are stupid. Everyone are smart. Like because everyone gonna have something that they can do like very good at, but
Right.
maybe the school didn't taught us like that. Maybe someone they might like good at cooking something or like fishing stuff,
Mhm.
but the school they don't have like that subject
Mhm.
and they thought that they might be not good like if like at everything. I mean, so find your way and like get your goal.
Right.
Yeah.
So what you're basically saying is a lot of people are insecure because the things that they're really good at, they're not able to show that in the situation
Yes,
that they're
that's
in.
what I gotta say.
Very good. That's so true.
For me?
Wait, you said what would we do, like career wise?
Well, what would you do if you broke my phone? Brr. I would cry. Don't knock the picture over. That's good. Just look at me. What would you do if the one thing you're really good at was taken away from you?
I'd probably become a chef.
No, I mean, how would you feel?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'd probably be a whole different person. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Jill? What is the one thing you're really, really good at?
I'm good at everything. Like seriously.
Take away one of them.
But I don't care if someone take it.
What if you couldn't draw or play an instrument anymore?
It's fine.
Or what if you weren't funny anymore?
It's fine. Because I can find a different thing. But one thing, I don't like people taking my clothes like that. Because in my closet, my hobby is like shopping, like looking for my clothes. And if someone take that,
It does. Oh, Lord have mercy.
I would love to be rich.
Okay.
Well, thanks for joining us on this episode.
That's our strategy.
Okay, everybody say goodbye.
Bye.
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 yeah, see you next time.